Human curiosity has always been to think about and attempt to provide beauty and light to our Earth's lonely, dark evenings, the birth of the moon and the settlement of a new world on it. But have you ever thought, friends, what would happen to our days, nights, months and years if you woke up one night to discover that the moon had vanished from our planet forever? Will our seasons change as well? Will there ever be another solar and lunar eclipse? Welcome back to another episode of Fact Hub Videos.
Friends, before we get into what will happen if the moon disappears, let's talk about how the moon came to be. Because the question of when and how the moon came into being may already be running through your mind. Consequently, let me inform you that there are many theories regarding the origin of the moon. However, we will only discuss the theory that is generally accepted. Friends, this occurred approximately 4.5 billion years ago, when our blue planet first came into existence. A planet called Theia, the size of Mars, collided with our newborn Earth with such force that a portion of it was separated from it one day after its birth, scattered in space and began orbiting the Earth.
This fragment rotating separately around the Earth was our moon. This theory is widely accepted because of the Apollo 11 mission, which was the first to land on moon. Contrary to other theories, proponents of this theory also claim that if it had come from somewhere else and become a part of our solar system, the order of the samples brought by it would have been different from the Earth. It was discovered that the samples brought back to Earth from its surface had similar properties to Earth, and if there were any differences, they were very slight. What would happen if the moon vanished one day after it used to shine on the vastness of the sky and brighten the night?
You have probably read and are aware that our planet on which we live revolves around the sun as well as its fixed axis. Day turns into night and night turns into day by rotating around its axis, and the Earth takes 24 hours to rotate around its axis. But friends, it is the moon that rotates around its axis 24 hours a day due to gravity of the Earth. If the moon leaves our solar system, it is obvious that the attraction that causes the Earth to complete one cycle around its axis in 24 hours will end. With the end of this attraction, the Earth will now begin to cut this cycle more quickly, reducing the length of a day to 6 to 12 hours instead of 24, and the month to 28 to 31 days will not be limited to. But this system will be messed up and the concept of months will be lost. The year will be 1000 days rather than 365 days or even more.
You must have seen lunar eclipses and solar eclipses. Since the sun is a stationary body and our Earth is in orbit around it, while the moon is in orbit around the Earth, sometime during this moment it also happens that the moon comes between the Earth and the sun, and the sunlight does not reach our Earth, and the shadow of the moon falls on the Earth. This is called a solar eclipse. The Earth comes between the sun and the moon, and the sun's light doesn't reach the moon. This phenomenon is called eclipse. You may have realized that if the moon disappears, neither Earth nor the moon will be visible, and neither the moon nor the sun will ever pass between the Earth and one another, causing a solar eclipse. As a result, we will never be able to see these scenes.
You should be aware of tides, which occur when the height of the sea waves rise dramatically and is apparent on moonlit evenings. The moon is the nearest object to our Earth, and the reason of its attraction is the ocean waves fluctuate from. But if the moon disappears, the ocean waves will reduce by 75%. According to the space agency NASA, it will not happen that these waves will totally disappear because the sun's gravity or gravitational pull also have some effects on the ocean. But this attraction of the sun will be much less than that of the moon, since the complete ecosystem can be located in the areas between these high and low tides. These waves are a source of food for numerous aquatic species.
The decrease in the tidal currents will disrupt marine ecosystems, and it is the moon's pull that causes warm ocean waters to mix with the frozen and cold waters of North and South poles, resulting in global warming. Helps to maintain a temperature climate. The moon's absence can also have an adverse effect on the climate as it increases the intensity of the seasons.
You might be surprised to learn that the moon is responsible for the 4 seasons. Our earth revolves around the sun with an inclination of 23.5 degrees. According to experts, the angle of the earth, this tilt of 23.5 degrees was formed as a result of this collision when the moon came into being. But friends, it is this tilt that causes the seasons to change. You should also be aware that this tilt is maintained by the moon's gravity because when it is summer at the North Pole, the South Pole is extremely cold. The Earth's inclination will alter in many circumstances. This angle ranges from 0 to 45 degrees. If this angle fully disappears or becomes zero, the length of day and night will be equal and different. Thus, the idea of seasons will vanish.
However, if this angle rises above the current 45-degree level, the weather will become extremely harsh and intolerable. The ice caps at the North and South Poles would entirely melt, and the North Africa will be fully covered in ice. Experts say that even if this occurs, it won't happen right away. It will take thousands of millions of years. Furthermore, the disappearance of the moon will put an end to the dreams of those who want to build a new world. And yes, we may never again see the moon used as in our poetry as we do now. Yes, looking at the stars from our planet will be quite beautiful.
Let us now examine whether the moon will ever leave our planet and vanish somewhere far away. Are there any possibilities, or these are our assumptions? The moon is moving away from our planet by 3.8 cm per year, and it is estimated that it will completely disappear from our planet in 15 billion years. But there is no need to worry because the sun will have finished its life before then, and who knows, maybe this world will have ended before.
Dear friends, did you find this video to be informative? Have you ever wished to travel to the moon? Share your thoughts in the comment section down below.
That's it for today.
Bye for now.